Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel. We're on the 15th coffee stream. Hope everyone's doing well. We're just gonna wait a couple of minutes and let people trickle in here. Let's just pause the stream on my phone. Good morning, Chadwick. Good morning, Ghost Dog. You were the first to say good morning, so I figured I will say hello to you. I'm hoping everyone has had a good day yesterday. Just as an update, hey, Gunfox, good morning. My Discord, to those who did join yesterday, I will get roles set up for you as soon as possible so that you can post in the channels. Because there's a coffee stream news channel where you can post links to stories that you would like me to read. Hello, Sora Luna. With all the rain, I feel like it's too early to be alive. Yeah, I had to walk my 4-year-old to school this morning, and I had my leather jacket on, and it's a big, thick jacket, and I was still cold, and it was like drizzling and gross. It was awful. I hate. Fuck the phone bill. Hi, Pinkalo. Pinkalo, how was that news I shot you? Oh, Gunfox, did you send him more? Did you send him more news on Twitter? If you are on Twitter and you find news that you want me to read, please hashtag it with Blind Press Reads and at me so that I can make sure that I see it. My kid wanted to walk today. I told him, hell no, get in the truck. Yeah. We live so close to our school that if we were to drive, it would be ridiculous. As usual, quite aggravating. Hello, Straight Sith Male. How are you? I will get, as I just said, I will get the Discord roles fixed for everyone so they can post in the text channels. Everyone that joins my Discord doesn't or has like no roles, and that's just because it's very small and I have like 1 or 2 mods. So we just try and keep everything from getting out of control. So I've got a few stories for you today. Did you know, we're gonna start with this one because it's amusing. It's not actually really a news story. It's just something that I discovered yesterday and looked it up, and holy shit, it's true. Do you remember that Braille baseball story I was ranting about? And they were partnering with the NFB. Well, the NFB, and I guess this is everywhere in America. You don't have to be part of the NFB to take part in this. But in the States, this month, October, is Meet the Blind month. Did you guys know that? I do back channels for news because I don't show my sources. Okay, gotcha. Well, Gunfox, follow me on Twitter and DM me stuff too, because Pinkalo's not with me when I do the stream. He's on the road. So follow Blind Press, that's all one word, capital B, capital P, and send them to me in DMs so that you don't have to spoil your sources and everything. But yeah, Pinkalo's not with me, so he can't share them with me as easily. No. Yeah, it is Meet the Blind month. And the NFB's website actually has a link that says helpful tips for when meeting a blind person. So I didn't actually look at these tips, So I want to look at these. I want to look at these things here. These tips, and see how accurate they are. Really, Safari? You're gonna pull that shit? Is it at your local zoo? Yeah, I know, right? Oh, you piece of shit. Okay, here, let's Google Meet the Blind Month, because that's how I found it yesterday. Meet the Blind Month. I don't know. We're gonna take a look at these tips. Meeting a blind person is just like meeting a normal person, except they can't see. Why do we need tips for meeting them? Chadwick, you've hit the nail on the head. All right, let's see here. Is Safari gonna be a douchebag again? Yes, it is. You know, for a website dedicated for the blind or to the blind, this website is superbly inaccessible. NFB. Did I can't get past a fucking search field because people are fucking retarded. Yes, Pink Hollow, people are fucking retarded. What the fuck? NFB, why is your why is your website being a fucking douchebag? Seriously. This is highly amusing. I'm going to try one more thing, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to laugh. There we go. Okay.
Throughout the month, we spread the message that blind people can live the lives we want by conducting a variety of outreach activities. Many of these activities center on link White Cane Awareness Day, which is October 15th. You are current.
Now, Canada does have something similar called White Cane Week. Oh, did you, Gunfox? You know what? I think you did. I saw that was with the news links, right? Yeah, I saw that. Maybe they blocked me.
These activities also create opportunities for sighted people to meet blind people in their communities and to recognize that we are vital, contributing members of society. You are currently. Here are some link helpful tips you can keep in mind when meeting a blind person.
Okay, let's click this
skip
link
content
and see what they have to say.
Link group. Set 7. Blindness is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm an ordinary person who happens to be blind. You can talk to me as you would anyone else. No need to raise your voice. If you have a question, please address me directly rather than asking my companion. 1 of 10.
And yes, this does happen. I've had. Yes, a website made by the NFB is hard to use by the blind. Yeah, it's kind of funny. But this one does happen. I have had people raise their voice to me because apparently they think deaf equals deaf. My O&M instructor has actually had people ask her if she teaches or if she speaks to her clients in sign language. So yeah, there are some pretty silly people out there.
2. I may use a long white cane or a guide dog to walk independently. If I use a guide dog, please don't pet, feed, or play with my dog without my permission. If I'm in an unfamiliar place, I may ask you for directions or assistance. Please don't grab my arm, my cane, or my dog. If I need to and if you don't mind, I'll ask to take your arm just about the elbow and keep a half step behind to anticipate curbs and steps. 2 of 10.
Okay, but this is a list of what to do with blind people in general. This is not a what to do when you meet a blind person. This I don't know, but I've actually had people do that, straight Sith male. I've had people come up to me like, "Hi, how are you?" And it's like, "Okay, I can hear you. I just can't see." Yes, they do assume, I think, that every blind person is just like Helen Keller. I think I really do. But so far, these are tips on interacting with a blind person on the daily, not meeting them. Unless you're meeting them in a situation where they need help.
3. When I am in a room, I like to know who else is there. Please speak or introduce yourself when you enter. 3 of 10.
Really? Like you'll just so everyone when you're just sitting like if you're in a gathering of people, everyone is expected to announce themselves when they walk into the room? Is that what that tip says? My O&M instructor does talk like that. They think every one of them is deaf-blind. It's hilarious. I have talked to deaf-blind people. It's weird to talk. Yeah, Pinkalo, you're right. Um, but seriously, for this tip, does that mean like you could be at a party in a room and like what if you're the only blind person there? Is like, normally in normal social settings, even when like sighted people are around, when someone new comes into the party, someone inevitably goes, "Oh, there's so and so. Hi, so and so." That's generally how I've known that new people have come into the house or the room. Um, yeah, apparently everyone at a party is to stand and tell the blind person their name. Like every time you walk into their hi, just in case. Oh, I see somebody here with a cane. My name is blah blah blah. Like, no, that's not socially how that works.
4. Please keep in mind that a door left partially open, particularly to an overhead cabinet or a car, is a potential hazard to me. 4 of 10.
That has nothing to do with meeting a blind person. These are supposed to be tips for meeting a blind person. What does leaving a cupboard door or car door open have to do with meeting a blind person? Again, that's an everyday interaction thing. That's not a meeting a blind person thing. Jesus Christ, who wrote this list?
5. I do not have trouble with ordinary table skills. At meals, I can serve myself and pass items to other diners, so please don't reach over or pass me. Just let me know what's being offered and I'll take it from there. 5 of 10.
Now this one's interesting because sometimes it is easier to have people pass things to you or serve you, especially if you're in a restaurant, um, or if you're at an unfamiliar house with an unfamiliar table setting. Um, it I find it actually saves on embarrassment to have people serve you, put stuff on your plate, so you're not reaching and feeling and trying to like accidentally knocking shit over. Um, in case you are kidnapping a blind person. I have no idea what that message is supposed to say, honey. I think your dictation fucked up somewhere.
6. There is no need to avoid words like see or look. I use them too. For example, I watch television. 6 of 10. You are currently on a text element.
Yes, that is something that I deal with a lot. Being told when I said, "Oh, I watched that show," or "I saw that," I get told, "No, you mean you heard it." And there are some times where the person is joking, but sometimes people actually do mean to correct you and be like, "How could you have watched it? You can't see." And it's like, "Really? Douchebag? Shut the fuck up. I'm not going to change my vocabulary for you." to fit your idea of a blind person. So, Ghost Dog, the thing that's bothering me about this is that the NFB is primarily staffed by blind people. The president is totally blind. All of their training centers for independent living skills and O&M instruction are mainly staffed by the blind. So, if any organization should know better, it should be this one. Which is why I got so pissed off about the Braille jerseys thing when they said it was promoting Braille literacy. Google hates me. Oh, Google hates all of us. Yeah, it really does.
7. Blindness is just a loss of sight. My sense of smell, touch, and slash or hearing did not improve when I became blind. I simply rely on them more than you might and, therefore, may gather more information through those senses than you do. 7 of 10.
Okay, again, this is true, but this has nothing to do with meeting a blind person. This is just, again, like just information about blind people. Why are you not telling people when you meet a blind person, you say, "Hi, my name is so and so," and if you see them stick out their hand to shake it, you stick out your hand to shake it back, and if they miss, you'd be like, "Oh, a little bit to the right or a little bit to the left," or like, don't frickin' when you meet a blind person, don't stick your hand in front of their face and ask them if they can feel it. Again, something that I've gone through. Um, there's so many things that they're not talking about here and what they are talking about here is daily interactions with blind people. This is a wrongly titled list.
8. If I'm your house guest, there is no need to be 7. 8. If I'm your house guest, there is no need to be extra attentive or to move any furniture. I'll use my cane and other senses to find things or I will ask for your help. 8 of 10.
I've never used a cane in somebody's house, by the way. Ever. Because I don't know what stuff they have and it could knock it down. I've never heard of anyone moving furniture because a blind person comes to visit. I don't know where that came from. Generally, I ask for sighted guide for and general like sighted guide is where you take your person's the guiding person's elbow and they lead you around. Or if you're like more intimate with them, more like friends or your partner, then you take their arm, you put your arm through theirs, or you hold their hand or whatever. Um, and I just ask for a general tour, like, hey, where's the bathroom in case I need it? Where's the kitchen or whatever? But I do not use my cane in other people's houses. I consider that a bit rude because I don't know what they have. I don't know what decorations they have. They think every blind person's like Daredevil. Yeah, maybe. Slim Shady. Find me a blind person that uses a cane in the house. Yeah. Yeah.
9. I'll discuss blindness with you if you're curious, but feel free to talk to me about anything that interests you. I have as many other interests as you do. 9 of 10.
Okay, that one's a good one for when you meet a blind person. That one's fine. I would say maybe 3 out of 10 of these things are things that you can do when you meet a blind person for the first time. The rest of them have nothing to do with meeting blind people.
10. In all 50 states, the law requires drivers to yield the right of way when they see my extended white cane or guide dog. Only the blind may legally carry white canes. Normally, I can hear the sound of traffic and will behave like any other pedestrian. If you drive a hybrid or electric vehicle, I may not hear your car approach. So exercise caution and use the horn if needed. You see more blind persons today walking alone, not because there are more of us, but because we have learned to make our own way. 10 of 10.
Don't use the horn. What the fuck is wrong? Oh. Okay, well, if you think that someone's gonna cross it, Oh my God, you almost got sat on by a blind person using their cane yesterday, but their guide stopped her. Good. Wow. She wasn't using her cane very well then, Jesse, because generally you're supposed to find people's like feet and legs, like even if you are tiny. um, I've I've never accidentally almost sat on somebody. The horn doesn't. I I have never heard a blind person before say use the horn. Um, this is really weird. Um, and why would you see if you say if you see me approaching? If you see me approaching, just if you see me approaching, it doesn't say if you're driving a hybrid and electric car and I'm crossing the street against the red because I don't hear the traffic properly, use the horn. It just says if you're driving an electric or hybrid vehicle and you see me approaching, use the horn. No, don't know. Who fucking wrote this? What the fuck? If you just see someone approaching, they could be approaching the street corner. Are you just supposed to honk at them? The what? My head just broke. What the fuck? This is
End of list.
end of
You are
list,
currently
huh?
on a copyright sign to.
That's the end, and that link is the end of that little blurb about Meet the Blind Month. Wow. So yeah, 3 out of those 10 things were appropriate. What to do when you meet the blind things. The other 7 had nothing to do with meeting a blind person, and the last one was written so badly that it's basically telling people if you drive an electric car or a hybrid car and you see a blind person, honk at them. Oh, hello, Fleet Admiral. Blind press. I had blind friends growing up that knew me by touching my shoulder. I swear blind stigma stereotypes confound me. Yeah, yeah. Their 3 out of 10 was good, not a good average. No. And I like those would have been good tips. It had the list been called how to interact with a blind person. Those would have been excellent tips. But when you title a list how to or helpful tips for meeting a blind person, 7 out of 10 of those were absolutely not anything to do with meeting a blind person. This is this is crazy. And like I don't know how how an organization primarily staffed by the blind could put out a list that badly, like as I said, it's badly named. It's very misinformative. It's just no. How do they keep screwing this up so badly? I don't get it. I really don't. So let's get to some more news now that ridiculousness has been discussed. I found that really amusing, so I thought I would just share that with everyone. Let's get into the Twitter DMs here. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to take the time to say thank you for watching and subscribing and liking this content. If you enjoy what you hear, please take a moment to visit the Patreon and Streamlabs links in the description. Streamlabs.com/blindpress, patreon.com/blindpress. Your support helps immensely, and if you can't support, please like, share, and pass the stream and the channel on to your friends. Everything helps. Now let's get into these messages here. Oh dear, what did I do? There we go. Why am I not in my messages? Come along, computer, please behave. All right, there we go. Well, sometimes people can have really idiotic ideas. Yes, Gunfox, they certainly can. All right. Trudeau says that the 2019 election campaign is going to be the nastiest ever. Motherfucker, you don't know half of it. He found a Wi-Fi connection. Yay! Except now you're going to get a phone call. You're going to get a phone call now. All right.
Heading level 1. 2019 federal election campaign likely to be nastiest ever, Trudeau says. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Image. Prime Minister 119. Colin published Tuesday. Black on Colin Perkle. The
Colin Perkle from the Canadian
published last
Press.
Updated Wednesday. Toronto next year's federal election campaign will likely be the nastiest one yet, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said on Tuesday. Speaking at a Liberal fundraiser in northwestern Toronto, Trudeau was adamant his Liberal Party won't indulge in the expected mudslinging, saying positivity is the only way to go. You are current.
Really? Positivity is the only way to go, huh? Oh yeah, Gunfox, you're absolutely right. Is there anyone who still believes, likes, or trusts Trudeau anymore? Yes, unfortunately. He wants it that way, and he presses good press. That's how he looks at it. Yep. Yep.
We are now looking at perhaps what will be the most divisive and negative and nasty political campaign in Canada's history, Trudeau said. You are currently on a text element. In FSK under, we are now looking at heading level 2. Link. How link.
Where's the rest of
link. Link. I can tell you the lesson. I can tell you, we will do the same thing we did in 2015. No personal attacks. Strong differentiation on issues of policy. I will not engage in personal attacks, and none of our team will either. You are currently on a text.
Oh, I guarantee you will engage in personal attacks because people are going to be calling you out for your bullshit. And you, in 2015, didn't have anything really negative people could call on you because you were a newbie. This was your first time. The only thing you had to do was be a good fucking debater. This time, Mr. Justin, you are fuckered. Because you've done a lot of shit that people are not happy with. And how are you going to stay positive when that comes to light in campaign ads?
The lesson he said he took from the 2015 election, in which his party went from third place to oust the Conservatives under Stephen Harper, is that bringing people together is what matters. You are currently on a text element.
Except that's not what you're doing.
To exit his campaign then, he said, proved that it's better to treat voters as rational and intelligent citizens and not just blind consumers of the politics of fear. You are currently on a positive, compelling message that brings people together, that refuses the politics of personal attacks, that refuses the politics of division of scare tactics, whether it's snitch lines or hijab attacks. That kind of approach that Stephen Harper tried does not work. Trudeau said.
Hijab attacks?
You are currently on a text element.
Hijab attacks? Okay, what hijab attacks? You mean the one that was proven to be fake? Bullshit, no personal attacks in 2015. What about the hit pieces debunking Harper? Yeah? Yes. Yes, Chadwick, I agree. Yeah, Pincalo says just wait for the liberal ads to show up. He thinks they're going to be positive. I can't wait for the mudslinging. Yeah. Debunking BS. Yep. The fake ones. Yeah. Fake, but still considered it was real. Yep. There were 3 all proven fake. Yep. There were.
We proved that the politics of negativity and attack don't work. You are currently on a text element inside of web content. To exit this web area, press Control, Option, Shift, up arrow.
Because you weren't Prime Minister. You had the easy job last time, dude. You had the easy job last time. Harper was fucking up. He was pushing. He had been in there 2 terms already. You were a fresh-faced baby. You had the easy job. The shoe's on the other foot now, Justin. I don't know how long you think this kill him with kindness thing's gonna last you, but it's not gonna work.
Having just reached a new trilateral North American trade agreement with the United States and Mexico, Trudeau reached back to the previous European trade deal Harper reached in 2015. Trudeau said he deliberately got to his feet in the House of Commons to congratulate Harper. You are currently on a tech. This idea of automatically hating something just because of who did it is a weak point in politics. Trudeau said, the fact that we do need to recognize when good things happen is part of what Canadians expect and what Canadians want. You are currently on a text element.
You have no idea what Canadians want. Triggerlypups must die. I think it's in jail or house arrest. But yeah, this is Trudeau thinking that, like, and listen to the virtue signal. Well, when Harper reached that agreement with Europe, I personally stood up and congratulated him. Good for you. Do you want a fucking hero cookie? Like, what the fuck? You did a nice thing. Way to go. 2 for 10 minutes for 2 burgers? Holy shit. I hope you got them finally.
Next year's election is expected to pit Trudeau against the Conservatives under Harper's successor, Andrew Scheer. You are currently on a text element inside of web
and
content.
Scheer's gonna kick your ass all over the place, Trudeau.
For his part, Scheer said his party plans on focusing on policy in the upcoming election. We're going to debate the issues, he said. We're going to point out the failings of this Liberal government. You are currently on it. Scheer also accused Trudeau of hypocrisy, noting that prominent Liberals such as Bill Morneau and Ahmed Hussain have called 2 Conservatives a Neanderthal and not Canadian, respectively.
Yep.
You are currently on a text element inside of.
He's not wrong. That has absolutely happened. Yeah, A&W burgers are pretty good.
It's this Liberal government that's been engaged in some of the most divisive politics in recent years. But Trudeau made it clear that he sees the pending contest through much the same. But Trudeau made it clear that he sees the pending contest through much the same Sunny Ways lens that proved so successful in the last one. It is, he said, the only way to go. Saying negative campaigning is bound to backfire. You are currently on a text element inside of.
Okay, but when the government has done nothing positive, then unfortunately the opposition is left with negative campaigning, and it's not necessarily negative campaign. It's only negative campaigning in your eyes because people are discussing the things that you fucked up on. Seriously, dude. What a ridiculous. I'm sorry, did I just hear the hashtag Mean Girls Day? Cheese curds. Hi, Churchy. Cheese curds are awesome. Okay. Read that one. Read that one. And now we're going to hop over to Discord. And we are going to find a message or find a news article that I believe Straight Sith Mail sent. Oof. Ouchie, Churchy. That sucks. Well, that's a shitty speeding ticket. I hope that you can clear it up soon. That sucks, dude. Oh man. But thanks for that. Thanks for letting me know about that. That's much appreciated. Okay. Let's get to the Discord DMs. Do 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 do. Profs tell BC student profs tell BC student that discussing abortion in class is hateful. From andrewlawton.com. Okay, let's see here. Where's the story? There it is. This is from the 27th of September. Okay. Here we go.
University of the Fraser Valley teaching graduate Valerie Flockstra, supplied. Discussing abortion is hateful and threatens classroom safety, according to comments contained in leaked audio of a meeting between a former University of the Fraser Valley graduate student and two of her professors.
Oh, look! A Lindsay Shepherd 2.0. Oh, 96 and a 75. Yeah, that sucks, but it definitely could have been worse. Those sort of women are nasty brats. What is foreplay in Kentucky? Oh, God.
Valerie Flockstra, a recent graduate. Valerie Flockstra, a recent graduate of UFV's teacher education program, was summoned into a meeting with the professor and her department's head in December after citing a medical statistic related to abortion during a classroom discussion.
So she cited a medical statistic. during a classroom discussion, and she gets called into her prof's office. Okay.
Students were told premature births were contributing to increased autism diagnosis. Flockstra questioned whether high abortion rates in Canada could be playing a role, citing studies showing a link between abortion and later premature births.
Yeah, because your uterus has been fucking scarred from having a fetus taken out. Of course you're gonna not carry to term properly after that. What the fuck is wrong with saying that? Oh, wait a minute. It's pro-life.
Asking that made the classroom an unsafe space, the 22-year-old was told. You are currently on.
Okay then.
Flockstra covertly recorded the hour-long meeting with Professor Nancy Norman, in whose class the incident took place, and Professor Vandy Britton, the head of the teacher education department. Fearing academic reprisal, she waited until after graduation to share the audio. She now works as a teacher at a British Columbia private school.
So this is a teaching education program. This is to get your teaching degree. Oh, hello, Vanilla Bear.
Though Flockstra is pro-life, she said her question stemmed from a place of academic inquiry, rather than promotion of an agenda, acknowledging she learns through questioning and challenging her own assumptions and those of others.
Which is a good way to learn. By challenging assumptions and questioning herself and others. That's a perfect way to learn. That's how you learn.
The professors never disputed the facts Flockstra cited, instead taking issue with how they are uncomfortable or triggering for students to hear. You are currently on a text element. When Flockstra said in the recording she was embracing critical thinking, Britton said that's not a priority for the program, which you are link, according to its website, focuses on social justice and inclusion. You are currently on.
Okay, so according to the teacher's education own website, they focus on social justice and inclusion. Of course they do. Got to get those teachers to indoctrinate the students.
It's not critical thinking, it's critical mindedness, which is different, she said. Okay, so, critical mindedness is about being open to other people's ideas too, and hearing what they say and not always filtering it through your lens. Flockstra told me she has never raised abortion in the class before. Her professors gave no indication in the recording that this incident was part of a pattern. You are currently on.
So this is a one-time incident, and she's getting raked over the coals. This is not that uncommon. Dr. David Haskell is banned from speaking at half the universities in Ontario because of his stance on abortion. That sucks. Deplatforming is ridiculous. It doesn't work.
Even so, the professors first accused her of derailing the classroom discussion, before shifting their objection to the impact her observation may have had on students' feelings. Flockstra questioned whether the classroom is about feeling safe at all times, or if it's about learning. You are current.
That's a good question. It's a very valid question.
I'm just going to speak hypothetically, Britton responded. If I'd had an abortion for whatever reason, and then someone said to me, you're going to give birth to a kid with autism because of that, how would that make me feel, and how would that possibly help me with my learning? Flockstra said it's only through free speech and open inquiry that students are able to learn. It has nothing to do with freedom of speech and sharing ideas, Britton said. It's skill level, that you create an environment in a classroom, where, no matter what age of people that considers the needs of people, if I came in and didn't let you say what you believe, I'm shutting you down. However, moments earlier Britton said instead of participating in class discussions, Flockstra should just write down her thoughts for herself. You are currently on a text element. Because that's a great way for you to learn, Britton told her. Frame. You are currently on a frame. To enter the web area.
What?
The conversation got emotional when Flockstra brought up an incident. The conversation got emotional when Flockstra brought up an incident she had 2 months earlier with another professor, Anit Sivia, of which Britton was aware. In October 2017, Flockstra was called into a meeting with Sivia after expressing discomfort with an in-class role-playing assignment that featured a scenario with a same-sex couple. Flockstra cried as she recounted being told by Sivia to put my Christian identity aside and put my teacher identity on top of that. You are currently on a text element.
Yes. I'm sorry, but if you're going to be a teacher in a public school or a private school that's not a religious school, then you are going to have to put your teaching identity before your Christian identity. However, you do have the option of applying to work at a religious school or a Catholic school. Yeah, I know. That's right, straight cis male. She didn't say that that all premature babies were going to be autistic. She said there was a higher chance. Yep. All she was pointing out is that you have a higher chance of having a premature baby after having an abortion. Yep. Yep. This is such absolute nonsense. Yeah. I agree with you on that one.
Though this specific allegation cannot be independently verified, Flockstra did provide an email exchange with Sivia referencing the incident. In the emails, Flockstra says she will participate in all scenarios moving forward, understanding their value to her learning, even when she's uncomfortable. You are
Okay,
currently on a
well,
text element.
sounds like she's taking responsibility.
She also asked Sivia to put her concerns in writing to better help her understand the professor's expectations. You are current. Sivia refused, saying no written notes were necessary because she was, at that point, satisfied that Flockstra is working towards being a socially just, inclusive teacher and modeling the social justice program value.
Oh my God, being a socially just and inclusive teacher and modeling the social justice. Holy crap. One of us, one of us, one of us, one of us. Jesus Christ. That's terrifying. That is just, ugh. And this is a teaching program.
Britain said she would take issue with abortion being raised from either a pro-life or pro-choice perspective, but at one point initiates a debate about abortion with Flockstra, before catching herself and getting back on topic.
Wow. Wow. The hypocrisy is strong with its professor. Yeah, and you can still question things, but her writing helps, her thoughts down helps no one in the class at Blind Press. Yeah, yeah, Ghost Dog, you're right. You are correct.
At a particularly tense moment in the meeting, Britain likens discussing abortion to allowing a hate group on campus. You are currently
Okay. Okay then, because
on a
that's
text.
totally the a rational analogy.
It's not freedom of speech per se, she said. We still consider people's feelings and we don't just say whatever. Otherwise, that's why we don't have the KKK having a club on campus. That's not freedom of speech. That's hate, right? So we don't put forward ideas that are intentionally or not, that are hateful. And I think sometimes abortion is one of those contentious issues that can make someone feel that they feel threatened on both sides. You are currently.
What kind of word salad was that? And why does talking about abortion, how is that the same as having a KKK club on the campus? Just talking about abortion, how is that the same? How is this person a the head of a teacher's program, this fucking indoctrinated and this fucking stupid? Holy Christ. Discussing abortion in class is the same as allowing a KKK club on campus. Wow. I'm glad I'm not in university anymore. I'm really glad. This is the angriest I've gotten at 10 a.m. in a long time. Because of blind press, because in the left side, anything that can be used to question them is wrong thinking and it's wrong. Yep. Yep, Ben Fox, that's absolutely right.
Sivia and Britain did not directly respond to my inquiries, but University of the Fraser Valley Communications Director Dave Pinton provided a statement. The UFV Teacher Education Department, the Teacher Education Program, and UFV are deeply committed to respecting freedom of religion, the right to free speech, and to upholding an overall policy of inclusion, he said in an email. It would be a breach of confidentiality to comment on any situation involving a particular student. To comment on specifics would constitute a breach of privacy under BC's Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy Act. You are currently on a tech. The UFV Teacher Education website promises to equip each graduate to become an agent in the changing landscape of 21st century education, in particular citing core courses in social justice, special education, indigenous education, second language instruction, and reflective practice. Block quote level 1. Flockstra's ordeal has numerous similarities to what former Wilfrid Laurier University graduate student Lindsay Shepard experienced last year. In fact, Flockstra credits Shepard's ordeal with motivating her to record the meeting in the first place.
Well, it's a good thing
much
she
like with
did.
Shepard, Flockstra's professors attempt to couch offensive recommendations with an I'm on your side attitude, using social justice as a trump card over academic inquiry. Just as Shepard's professors compared Jordan Peterson to Adolf Hitler, Flockstra was told discussing abortion is like a UFV KKK club.
Yeah, I know, my head hurts too, Ghost Dog. Some people's children. Goddamn teachers like this are stupid. My aunt and uncles are teachers. They need to adjust to the SJW crap. Yeah, Jesse, that sucks. I'm kind of blowing up your Twitters with DMs with Musebomb with Pincalo. That's fine, Gunfox. I don't have notifications turned on. Oh, that's great, Pincalo. Yeah, that's crazy. It's thank you, Straight Sith Mail, for the for the for the story. Oh, there's a SoundCloud file here. There's a SoundCloud file, probably of her what's it called? Of her meeting. I don't know if we should listen to it though. What do you guys think? Should we listen to it, or do you think the channel will get hit? What do you guys think? Depends how long it is. I'd probably be expelled if I was still in college and heard about this shit, yeah. Pisses me off. I couldn't imagine going to one of those schools, yeah. It's like 5 minutes. Yep, if I have to ask that question, I already know that answer, yeah. You guys, you're right, Gunfox. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna play that audio. What the hell happened? Did I just... It will invoke anger, not going to lie. What the hell? No, 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 no. Stop that. There we go. I scared myself for a moment. I thought I accidentally killed the stream. Yeah, I want to listen to the SoundCloud, but I don't want, like, it sucks because it's just audio, right? But I'd rather not take the chance. I'm still annoyed that I had to put last Thursday's stream into private mode. I don't know when or if I will put it in public mode again. I want to, but I don't want to get fucking hit. So yeah, that's the dilemma I'm in. Um, that's that's the news I've got for you guys today. Um, I don't know if anyone's got any questions or any comments about what we've read today. Or about what we've discovered about Meet the Blind Month or anything that we've talked about today. I'm gonna throw the the chat or the stream open for comments now. And don't forget, Friday is the immigration debate, the friendly layman's immigration debate between myself and an old friend. So that should be fun. So so last Thursday's stream, I listened to link my Discord, please. Okay. So the debate's the normal time. It's gonna be on the coffee stream, so it's gonna be at 10. So 10 Eastern. And I think you are Pacific time, aren't you, Sora Luna? Or am I wrong? Sorry, I'm just getting my Discord here for Gunfox. But I was listening to some of the testimony, Ghost Dog, live on C-SPAN and reacting to it. And although it's fair use because I was pausing it, I do know that some of the bigger news channels get really bitchy about that kind of thing. And a lot of the channels had turned off live chat and all sorts of things. So I just didn't want to get struck. Hello, Irate Bear. Oh, you're in Europe right now, so it would be 5 p.m. Okay. So yeah, we've got that debate on Friday, and then Saturday, I'll be broadcasting from my family's cottage at 10 p.m. Eastern with my father, and we're going to be talking about Star Trek versus Star Wars, the good, the bad, and the ugly, where it went wrong, which is better in our opinion. So we've got, because my dad's a huge Star Wars guy, so it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. I collect copyright strikes like baseball cards. Yeah, I just don't wanna lose my I don't wanna lose my ability to stream. Um, that's all. I'm just afraid of losing my ability to stream. Yeah, it is always it's fun, and dad, like my father likes some of the Star Trek stuff. He likes the movies, the old movies with Kirk and Spock. But he is definitely more of a Star Wars guy, but he is devastated by The Last Jedi and all the all the SJW crap in Star Wars now. So it'll be interesting to see what he has to say. Um, it'll be fun. It'll be an interesting time. And then, like I said, Friday we've got the immigration debate. And I want to stress that I am coming at this from a complete layman's point of view. I'm just giving my views on immigration and what I think is good and bad about it, and where I come down on it. I don't plan on getting into huge like economical or whatever numbers because honestly, I went searching for stuff and reading charts and stuff is really hard to do for screen readers and shit. So um, it, please don't expect a huge intellectually I don't know. I don't want to sell myself too short, but I also don't want to make myself sound like I know everything about immigration here. Numbers are hard to find, yeah. And they're not fun to deal with for screen readers. So, yeah. It'll just be I plan on just having a really informal chat, an informal debate about immigration, I would say. A patriot doesn't abandon his country. Yep, I'll give you that. Irate bear, I will give you that. Absolutely. Clearly, I hate Star Wars and I'm a complete Star Trek fan. Yes, yes. All of them, all of those Sith on the Starship Enterprise. Just be you and you will do fine, Blind Press. Well, thanks very much, Ghost Dog. I hope you guys enjoy it. It should be fun. So, guys, we're at 11:03. You've been digging Star Trek Discovery. So has my father. I watched the first two episodes and I got very upset with what they did with the Klingons, and I haven't watched anything since. Um, but I'm going to have to make myself watch it so that I can have an informed opinion and a more informed opinion. Ooh, that is good news, Bear. It is good. It appears May is giving into a hard Brexit and even wants a points immigration system. Yeah, see, that is the good thing about Canada's immigration system is that it's got a points based thing. No, 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 it gets really good. It's like a massive conspiracy. Okay, well, I'll try, but when you show me Klingons carrying their dead around with them in the very first episode, and it's already been established that Klingons view their body or their their dead bodies as just shells, and that they've been doing this sort of practice for thousands of years. You can't then turn around and tell me that these Klingons are different. That's a no. Sorry, but I'll try. Did May slip and fall or something? Why did she flip? I mean, judging by her tweets anyway, says Irate Bear. She always come across as a hard-headed individual who holds her ground. Yeah, Chadwick, that's true. I wonder what. Well, damn, took her long enough. Yeah, it really did. Yeah, that took a long ass time. Oh dear, dropping my phone. All right, guys, I've got 11:05. I think we'll go till 10 after, and then someone probably did some digging and has something on her. That's usually how this political game works. Yeah. Well, she wants to keep her job, Line Press. Yeah, that's true. That's true. She does want to keep her job. Um, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. That's the one thing I do like about Canada's immigration system is the points-based system. Um, but what was I gonna say now? I wish everyone a good rest of your day. Well, thank you for coming, Sorlina. You have a good day too. And I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you all for coming out and listening to me ramble about stuff. It means a lot. Um, I usually try to go for an hour and 10 minutes, maybe an hour and 15, but I think I'm going to go for an hour and 10 today. We'll see everyone back here tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern. And thank you all for coming and watching. Thanks to those who gave me some news articles. I will get the Discord rules set for the newbies in my server so that you can post things in the news for the coffee stream channel. Yes, please like and share the stream. It does help. Every like, every share helps a lot. If you are able, hit up the Streamlabs and/or Patreon. And I'm just gonna let you guys know right now, I do not think there will be a blind in the special this Sunday because we will be at the cottage and we will not be bringing our Dreamcast and all of the stuff that we need with us. So unfortunately, we're not going to do a blind in the special on Sunday. We may, however, do it on Monday night. I don't know if I'll be doing a coffee stream on this coming Monday because it's Canadian Thanksgiving. And again, we will be at the cottage and probably packing up to head home at the time that I usually do it. So there may not be a coffee stream on Monday, but we may do blind in the special on Monday night after the kids go to bed. But we'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk to you later too, Chadwick. You have a good day as well. Thanks for stopping in, Irate Bear. Thanks for stopping in, everyone. We'll see you all tomorrow. And be sure to tune in Friday at 10 for the immigration debate and Saturday night at 10 for the Star Trek versus Star Wars debate. Have an awesome day, guys. Thanks for watching.